Souzy Theophilopoulos with her speech, Your Power in Whose Hands? Your Power in Whose Hands? Souzy Theophilopoulos.
How long have you been living a life where people tell you what to do, consistently ignoring your own voice? It's time to take your power back. Contest chair, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about people that suggest or comment things to you that sometimes make you doubt yourself, or even worse, your own ability. Why don't you wear this pretty pink dress? It will look so cute on you. When are you going to grow your hair long? You're looking like a hedgehog. Don't go study engineering. Become a math teacher instead. Why would you leave a permanent job for a contract? Are you insane? Starting your own business? A little bit too risky, don't you think? These are examples of the types of directives that I've had throughout my entire life. Many of these little seeds that were planted in me started to fester, and the weeds crept up and started to slowly smother me. I found myself spiraling down into a place of loneliness. I started believing that I was useless. They made me feel and believe that I was a failure, which nudged me further into the dungeons of anxiety and depression. I often looked enviously at friends who seemed to be happy in their lives, and I desperately wanted the same thing. It took me many years to realize that I was not being true to myself. My power was in their hands, and I had to somehow take it back. Pink dresses are not really my style, Aunt Helen. Yes, mother-in-law, but my hairstyle represents me, short and sassy. Dad, I know teaching was your passion, but that is not where my passion lies. I recently left a permanent job for a contract. I'm happier than I've been in a very long time. Does my happiness not trump your unreasonable beliefs, mother? And as for starting my own business, people that take risks often succeed. Now, recently, I celebrated a milestone birthday. Everyone was to dress up as something that starts with the first letter of their name. Coupled to this event came a few expectations: to find the perfect costume and to write the perfect speech. Armed with my power in my pocket, I set out to find the perfect outfit. Now, usually, when there's a themed dress-up, people go out of their way to look glamorous, fabulous, and might I add, even a little sexy. But not me. I wanted to find a costume that represents the fun side of me, something with a little soul, too. I found the perfect costume. A little bit of fun and a bit of soul too. And the best part, it came as a pair. Chris, my husband, took one look at me, one look at the sneakers and said, that's not happening. I'm not wearing that. But we could go as an amazing pair of sneakers, I said. Or we could even be soulmates. He was not having it at all. Amidst our fighting and arguing, I reached into my pocket and grabbed hold of my power. Tell you what, I said to him, you do you, and I'll do me. And I did. I went as a single sneaker. The second challenge was writing a speech. Now, those of you who know me well know I have a gift at writing a good speech. But do we always need to do what people expect of us? No! So I decided to write a poem instead. Poetry is a tough gig, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did I have to encapsulate 50 years worth of life into a few verses, I had to make sure it all rhymed in all the right places. I'm proud to say that my commitment to do poetry was very well received. In fact, the evening was fabulous. Good food, great company, and some spectacular costumes. I'd like to recite a condensed version of this poem for you guys to listen to. Way back when, in the year of 72, the cutest of cutest babies was due. She arrived in the month of May in all her splendor, much to the shocked look on Mom's face regarding her gender. Fast forward a few years to an adorable toddler who clumsily kept tripping and falling over. With scrapes on her knees and bangs on her head, her forehead was constantly banged up and red. Into her teens, she always felt out. Black sheep of the family, without a doubt. Being bullied and laughed at because she was chubby made her retreat into her own little cubby. The work environment offered her great opportunity, where she struggled to build up a hardcore immunity. A manager once told her she'd never amount to much. It took her many years to get over that crutch. So today we find ourselves at this place and time, where I get to celebrate a milestone in my prime. For those of you who have entered my cluster, my world is complete with love, life, and luster. So, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I'd like to leave you with this thought. Life is too short not to follow your heart. Listen to your voice. That will set you apart. Take back your power. Forget the arbitrary stuff. It's about time you believe that you are enough. Contest Chair.